I'm Colonel Denny Gillum. Thanks for joining us today on Frontlines of Freedom. It's a pleasure to welcome to Frontlines of Freedom Dr. Mark Fitzgerald from the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. Mark runs a program that really helps veterans. Welcome aboard, Doc.
Well, thank you.
Mark, tell us about your background. How do you find yourself a doc teaching at the University of Michigan? Give us a little of your background.
It all started when I was in dental school here at the University of Michigan, and I enjoyed my experiences so much that I actually chose to stay on part-time and to practice part-time in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I've been here since 1980 doing that, except I'm now have been full-time since 1990.
What attracted you to dentistry? Is that something in your family or...
No, actually, I had an interest in the medical field, and then I got exposed to dentistry by assisting for a little while at a local dentist and decided that I really enjoyed the idea of interacting with patients in that one-to-one type of setting, and that dentistry seemed to appeal to me, and I'm glad I actually ended up doing that.
It's a beautiful thing when you directly or indirectly stumble into something that really rings your bell, that gives you satisfaction, and you work with people you like. Doesn't get much better, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Where did this idea of doing something special for veterans come from?
Actually, the idea came from some dental students. 2011, 2012, we had a dental student who was from the Marine Corps and had entered into school here at Michigan and decided he wanted to do something for veterans. And he and 4 other dental students worked on a student-led project that ultimately became called the Wolverine Patriot Project. And those 5 partnered with a pair of dentists who were also had ex-military background from the Air Force. And they came up with a proposal through a program that we have here at the School of Dentistry to provide comprehensive dental care for disabled veterans in the mid-upper Michigan area. So over the course of a couple of years, they put together a project and were able to provide complete dental care for 45 patients, most of whom came from a local area called the Patriot Place, which was a temporary residence for homeless veterans run by Goodwill Industries of northern Michigan.
Now, presumably this costs money, doesn't it?
It does. But fortunately, what we've been working on is trying to create processes that can provide these types of services for veterans that are in a affordable model. And so through the donated services of preceptor dentists who help to supervise our students providing care for these homeless veterans, and through support through some services that we provide through the University School of Dentistry, we're able to keep our costs down rather dramatically. So we've been able to, through a couple of different models that we've been exploring, be able to provide about $5 to $7 of service for every dollar that we spend.
Wow. This is Colonel Denny Gillum on Frontlines of Freedom, and we're discussing the University of Michigan's Dental School's program to help vets. And Doc, I think you said it's called the Wolverine Patriot Project?
Well, that was the original project. That initial project actually received a multitude of recognitions and awards, and all of those original 5 students have graduated and are now, I believe, are still in the military, providing dental care for people in the military. But then students who have followed behind have taken that model and worked with us to look at other possibilities for providing care for disabled veterans. And so now the program is called Victors for Veterans.
So this is something that is sort of growing, that the Wolverine Patriot Project was sort of the beginning. So you've got a pretty good model.
Yeah, we think we do. One of the limitations of the model is that, and one of the reasons why we can provide this care at such reduced cost is because we have dental students providing the majority of the care. And so that helps to reduce costs. And then those who are supervising that care are also volunteering their time in that supervision of care. And then they also step in and provide advanced care in cases where the patient's needs exceed our students' capabilities at the time.
That makes great sense. One, it gives the students real-life experience. Two, it's under supervision, and therefore that nobody's going beyond their capability. And three, somebody who really needs the care is getting it. That's a great model. One of the reasons I asked you to join us today is because I think this is a model that, why don't we hold it up as an example for all dental schools? Not everybody can do it. Not everything works. Not everything fits every kind of way. But you've already discovered, at least for your communities, what things work and what things don't work. So I presume you'd make this information available if other people wanted to touch base with you and steal some ideas, right?
Absolutely. You hit the nail right on the head, because one of our future directions is to look for ways to expand the model beyond the state of Michigan across the country. And we're more than happy to share our experiences with other schools. And actually, we have and are currently looking at opportunities to expand, in particular, even into the state of California right now, because the person who was actually originally involved in getting that very first program up and running with those dental students was the previous director of the program here at the school, and he has since moved on to UCLA, where he is establishing a program for these types of services at UCLA. So we're working very closely together to make this work and hopefully to convince others that we want to do this across the country.
If there are folks listening to us who are faculty at dental schools or something like that, and they'd like to touch base with you, how would they do that?
Well, they could contact me. The easiest way to do that would probably be to email me. Mark Fitz, MarkFitz, at umich.edu.
And folks, if you didn't copy that down, I'll put it on the website. Just go to the website, look at the podcast for this show. That email will be there. Mark, thank you for what you guys are doing. Thank you for the volunteer time. Thank you for being a great role model for everybody. I'm just proud to call you guys friends.
Well, thank you very much. I would be remiss if I didn't thank all of the students who have participated in this program, who have then gone on and graduated and have turned around and donated money to this program to help sustain it over time. And we're looking for other ways to create a truly self-sustaining model.
Awesome. Doc, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for what you're doing. I'm proud to call you a friend.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. And I truly appreciate what you're doing for our men in uniform.
Coming up next on Frontlines of Freedom, it's time for Service Academy football. Then we'll open our weekly mailbag. I'm Colonel Denny Gillum. Troops do 20 pull-ups all the way up and all the way down, nice and slow, then take a break and do 20 more and stand at ease but stay in the area. I'll be right back. On Veterans Day, visit any of Spartan Nash's 159 grocery stores in 10 states, and all veterans and active duty service members will receive 11% off all regular priced items. To find a store near you, visit SpartanNash.com.
As the leading distributor to U.S. commissaries and exchanges in the world, Spartan Nash is committed to supporting our military heroes, and this November 11th, we want to show our gratitude.
Thank you for your service.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.